Masked wielding machetes and looting cigarettes in a co-op in West Yorkshire. This is what retailers say they're up against, stealing to order with criminal gangs reaping the rewards.
You know, it can be anything they can use to get as many products into their bags or baskets or clothing as possible. In this incident, it's two prolific shoplifters that we have in the Leeds area across multiple stores, coming in completely intoxicated on some form of drug.
In this small store in Leeds alone, there are dozens of thefts. Every week you learn what? People's store manager David has himself been attacked by a looter.
There was a couple of women obviously ransacking our shop as I was stood by the door, and she was leaving with her multiple bags of items. She's dropped one of the bags, lunged at me and scratched my scallop down to my forehead and really dug nails, and I'm creating some large cuts across my face.
Co-op has taken extraordinary measures fortifying kiosks, locking items in boxes, limiting the amount of goods on display, and some shop staff are trained to restrain suspected shoplifters, but they have to release almost half of those detained when the police fail to turn up.
So my colleague in a store in London, on a number of occasions he's ringing in 'cause 3 masked men armed are coming in, breaching the kiosk and stealing vapes, alcohol, etc. The last time she ran in, she was told, "We won't get there by the police handler, we won't get there in time, so the next time can you ring this on 101 101 is the non-emergency line."
This terrifying incident took place at another co-op store last year. Co-op says that closer working with police as part of the government's new retail crime action plan is making a difference, but boss Paul Gerard says there's still some way to go.
Since the action plan, though the police now turning up 6 times out of 10 where we've DT returned, that's a real improvement. We're really pleased with that. Still 4 times out of 10 letting people go.
Intelligence gathered by the National Police Chiefs Council shows foreign organized crime groups are increasingly targeting the UK.
We think there are individuals who will travel to the UK specifically to commit retail crime, and on occasions fly in the morning and then fly out in the afternoon, with bags of goods. So the demographic is very different to probably how the police have seen retail crime in the last few years, and probably different to how the public would perceive it as well.
I mean, is that a miss then that the police haven't been sort of hotter onto shoplifting because actually it's linked into so many other more serious crimes?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one because the police have a finite amount of resources. They have to focus on the highest threat, harm and risk that would cause the public, so on, but there is absolutely clear that people are seeing the UK as potentially a bit of a soft target.
The challenge is enormous. Last year shoplifting hit a record high in England and Wales, with more than 430,000 offences recorded by police, and each year Co-op loses £70 million to shoplifting despite spending £40 million on security measures, including this centre run by Mighty. This is Mighty Security Operations. The store is being monitored for your safety and security. From here, staff have eyes on up to 2,400 stores across the UK, as well as responding to live incidents. They look for patterns of behavior and pass intelligence on to police. When the shoplifter has gone, he's gone to the fridge, lifted the wine. The colleagues have pressed their incident support button. We're able to link into the cameras, and then we can intervene by calling police. We can accelerate that whole by doing a live announcement into store to say we're what this is the time, this is the date, we know you're wearing X, Y, and Z. Can you please stand off, police? Are on their way. The Conservatives say they'll recruit 8,000 more police officers and toughen sentences for those who assault retail workers. Labour's manifesto pledged more officers to tackle shoplifting gangs by ensuring police investigate even if less than £200 has been stolen. Jason T leads mighty security operation. What will really change?
What will really change is when we start to see a better response from police, as the police funds are invested in the right areas. If we're starting to see the benefits of the shown of intelligence. The picture you're painting, it sounds like the police have lost control of this. So I think if you're asking the question is it too little, too late? I don't think it is. I don't think it's ever too little, too late. Could we have made some of these interventions quicker?
And if this is the Wild West, staff are on the front line. Assaulting a shop worker was due to become a separate criminal offence in England and Wales, but the election was called before it could become law. Retailers are now waiting for the new government to act. Thanks for watching this video.